All right, welcome everyone. Going to give folks a few moments to join and then we will get started with a quick intro. All right, looks like we've got some folks jumping in the room. So thank you so much everyone for joining today for the impacts of decorative glass and mirrors on commercial interiors. It's presented by John Myers with the Dreamwalls team here today. Today's event is a CEU approved event. We did ask for AIA numbers upon registration. We will also send over a form in the chat momentarily where you can submit that to us in case you're worried that you didn't include it upon sign up. Before we get started with today's CEU event, I'm going to go ahead and give a quick introduction about Acelab. Acelab is helping out with hosting today's event, and we provide a ton of free resources for architects to research and discover building products and connect with vendors to collaborate further. So I'll go ahead and share my screen really quick here. So if you're interested in learning some more about Dreamwalls, Acelab is a great place to come after today's event. You can also get in touch with their team directly through our platform. So anytime you know exactly the product or the manufacturer that you're looking for, you can use this search bar at the top. Just start typing in the name of any product or manufacturer. That'll cross search between product categories, brands, and other resources. So just make sure you're on that brands tab. You can go ahead and head over to their page on Acelab. From here, you can click this contact button. Will put you in touch with their team directly. You can also scroll down to learn some more about the Dreamwalls company, watch some videos, as well as explore their products and save them to your projects. So if you're looking to access downloads, further product information, this is a great place to come after today's event to learn some more. We'll send over a link to this page in the chat momentarily as well. Some other quick things I want to cover. You will have the option to let us know if you'd like to connect with the team at Dreamwalls after today's webinar to learn some more from them directly. If you say yes to that, we will create a conversation for you in your Acelab account. You can access those conversations over here on the top right. You'll also get an email notification about any new messages, and you can respond directly to those emails. So you don't need to reply directly in Acelab's platform, but it's a great place to come to keep your product research organized along with the rest of your communication. All right, and that's where that conversations tab will bring you. So you can use this to communicate directly with any of the manufacturers on our platform. Other than that, just want to give everyone a quick preview of a newer tool. This is something we've currently launched to a group of beta users. So if you're interested in getting some early access to some of our newer tools, I'll send my colleague's meeting link in the chat. You can set up a free demo. They'll help you get all onboarded. This is our schedules tool. It's a really great flexible system to keep all of your product information stored and easily collaborative with your team. You can pull in data from Acelab's platform as well as add in your own custom data, so you can really make this a flexible system that works for you. All right, other than that, just a few reminders if you are just joining us on some housekeeping items. We did ask for AIA numbers upon sign up. We'll send over a form in the live chat momentarily where you can also submit that to us as well as request a certificate. Please feel free to ask any questions throughout today's presentation. You can do that through the Q&A. We'll keep an eye on those. We'll have some time to get to them at the end of our event. And if we don't get to your question live, we'll have a record of it so we can follow up with you afterwards. All right, that's it for me. John, thank you so much for joining today to give today's presentation. And whenever you're ready, feel free to share your screen and go ahead and get started.
All right. Well, having difficulty here.
Did you lose the screen share button?
I did.
Sometimes you just need to expand the Zoom window a little bit. It should be that green arrow that says share.
Yeah, I know what the well. Well, Bo, we did this just a minute ago, and now I cannot get to the share button.
Great. Thanks for your patience, everyone. We'll get this sorted shortly. Do you see like the rest of your Zoom controls?
No,
None of them?
I see you, and that's it.
Okay, maybe try expanding the Zoom window to be full screen. That might give you the rest of the controls.
Okay.
All right, and
Here we go.
perfect. All right.
All right, guys. Sorry about all that, but I'm back. Let me click one more thing and then we will get started. All right. As Bo said, I'm John Myers. I am with Gardner Glass, and today we are going to be talking about the impacts of decorative glass and mirrors on commercial interiors. I'm not going to read everything the whole time, so I'm going to go past this. I will read this page because this is what we're going to be doing today. Decorative glass and mirrors bring a stylish dynamism to commercial interiors unequaled by any other material. The impacts of glass and mirrors go beyond aesthetics. This course will explore how glass and mirrors contribute to occupant well-being. We then are going to discuss the unexpected durability of glass and mirrors, safety characteristics, and the indisputable sustainability of these products. Then we will illustrate the expansive variety of decorative glass and mirrors in commercial interiors and the quality aspects architects should seek in a glass manufacturer. And then we're going to conclude with the promising future of decorative glass and mirrors in the commercial interiors. I'm looking for one more thing. Okay, I got it. We are going to define the benefits of glass and mirrors for occupant health and sustainability, and we're going to discuss why the quality makeup of glass and mirrors matter. And we're going to identify the wide variety of products available for commercial interiors, how they are made, and the variables of quality. And we're going to list innovative examples of glass and mirrors in commercial interiors. First section we're going to start with is well-being and benefits of decorative glass and mirrors. Light and well-being. Light, daylight, and wellness, they are very much growing importance. The WELL standard emphasizes light. While aesthetics do often drive the specification of decorative glass and mirrors for commercial interiors, the health and well-being benefits of these products also increase the value of a project and their positive impacts on people. Light, daylighting, and wellness in commercial interiors are growing in significance for well-being, as evidenced by the popularity of the WELL building standard rating system. The system is similar to the U.S. Green Building Council's leadership in energy and environmental design rating system, but they both clarify buildings using a point credit system. However, the LEED focuses primarily on energy and resource efficiency. WELL focuses more on human health. The two systems do overlap in about 30% of the categories, and new software guides teams to purchase on both certifications. As of the late 2023, there were more than 25,000 projects rated and certified according to WELL criteria, which adds up to nearly 5 billion square feet of WELL projects in 127 countries. Natural and artificial light get significant attention in WELL, as well as to enhance occupant health. Studies have shown that the light exposure has an impact on the mood and reduces symptoms of depression in individuals. The WELL standard explains exposure to light has also been directly linked with health and can also and can affect how we recover and heal. Backing that up was a recently study titled "Natural Light is the best medicine for the office." In the study, 1,614 North American employees stated that access on natural light and views of the outdoors were the #1 priority. This outranked other perks like cafeterias and even fitness centers. The employees who said they did not get enough natural light in the workspaces more than 1/3 of them attributed excess, fatigued, and lower moods to that environment. Glass inside commercial spaces allows natural light to radiate into the building. Tempered or laminated glass partitions and doors are excellent ways to achieve this. Mirrors and other decorative glass can reflect natural light, so adding mirrors or back-painted glass to accent walls near elevations and other key areas can help maximize light coverage. Artificial light is also beneficial to buildings' occupants, and glass surfaces can elevate the experience of that light, allowing it to reflect and radiate throughout the interior. In this section, we're going to discuss glass characteristics, including quality, sustainability, durability, and safety glass. For architects who are considering decorative glass and mirrors for commercial interiors, quality standards, sustainability, durability, and safety are likely to be of paramount interest. What are the accepted standards in the glass industry? Are these sustainability responsible products? Are they durable? Are they safe? This section is going to delve into these issues. We'll start with quality standards. This is the ASTM for standard glass. You've got Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. Q1 is the highest quality, and that's what needs to be used for mirrors. Then Q2 is the standard for general use mirrors. Q3 is for architectural glass products, including coated, heat-treated, laminated, and other glass products. And then Q4 is for general applications. Your average glass shop who is supplying glass that's basically not coated, like for windows and areas that just don't need coated glass, most of them use Q3 glass. The blemishes allowable in Q3 quality rating, as you can see here, 1.2 millimeters are allowed. Blemishes 1.2 to 2.0 are allowed if they're 24 inches apart, and then blemishes over 2 millimeters are not allowed. And it says, as it says here, for the best results, the producer of glass and mirror products should begin with Q1 or the highest quality glass available. And I'll say that's also a good rule of thumb for any coated interior high-end glass. I'm going to let this video show you how glass is made rather than me talking through it. These next few slides state what this video is going to show. So we'll watch this video and then we'll move on to a couple more slides down the road.
Glassmaking uses some of the Earth's most abundant raw materials. The primary ingredient is sand, accounting for 60% of what is called the batch. Lime and dolomite are added to assist the weathering properties of the finished glass, while soda and sulfate lower the temperature at which sand will melt. But glass itself is also an important ingredient. Broken glass, called cullet, is recovered from the manufacturing process and then crushed before being added to the batch. This further accelerates the melting process and reduces the amount of energy required for melting by up to a fifth. All raw materials are rigorously checked to ensure the purity of the batch. It is then fed automatically into the filling end of a furnace. Natural gas, burned in preheated combustion air, then heats the batch up to 2,800 degrees Fahrenheit. Once heated, the batch materials melt and change from a semi-molten state to molten glass. Melting, refining, and homogenizing take place within separate zones of the furnace. Processes within the furnaces are managed from the control room to ensure that the glass is homogeneous and free of bubbles. Inside the furnace, heat is applied from alternate sides in 15-minute cycles. This assists fuel efficiency by ensuring that combustion takes place in the presence of preheated air. This continuous melting process can last as long as 50 hours. The glass leaves the conditioning end of the melting zone at a temperature of 2000 degrees Fahrenheit through a narrow canal where it passes to the heart of the process, the tin bath. Molten glass enters the tin bath and floats on top of the more dense molten tin, like oil floating on water. Here, the glass spreads out, following the perfect flatness of the tin, so that the upper and lower surfaces of the glass remain absolutely flat and parallel with perfect spectral properties. The glass is made thicker by confining its initial outward spread over the tin. To make thinner glass, the top rollers controlling the width of the glass are sped up to produce a gentle stretching action. A controlled atmosphere of hydrogen and nitrogen within the bath prevents the tin from oxidizing. When it emerges from the tin bath, the glass is sufficiently hard so as not to be marked by the conveyor rollers. The float glass manufacturing process can produce clear, tinted, and coated glass products. Online pyrolytic hard coatings are produced by depositing microscopically thin layers of metallic oxides using the chemical vapor deposition process. This process produces extremely durable products that can be easily handled, cut, tempered, bent, and fabricated. Pyrolytic coated glass include low E coatings for solar and thermal control, self-cleaning, anti-reflective, and many other special applications. The glass now enters the annealing layer, where any stresses are removed by a controlled cooling process. In a length of over 800 feet, equivalent to 3 football fields, the glass is taken from 1100 degrees Fahrenheit down to room temperature. At this stage, the glass is perfect. Now the glass is scored, so it can be snapped to predetermined sizes. Indentations left by the top rollers are removed on conveyors and sent to be reintroduced as colored at the beginning of the melting process. After passing through the automatic handling stages, customers' orders, which might involve a range of thicknesses and sizes, as well as special coatings, are packaged for delivery.
All right.
Glassmaking.
So this is what we just saw that I said we were going to just fly through this because this was everything that was told during the video. So I'm going to quickly go through that. Now, one of the main reasons that glass ranks high in sustainability is because it is 100% recyclable and without losing its strength and composition. Glass is sustainable from its origin to the end of life. A common myth is that glass is fragile, breaks easily, and is not long lasting, which it is fragile, but it's not so fragile that you can't get near it or touch it. Many ways do exist to produce extraordinarily strong glass. Tempered glass and mirrors strengthened by heat or chemicals are up to 4 times stronger than annealed regular glass. And when I say annealed, that means not tempered. Laminated glass and mirrors, which include a strong inner layer, are likewise extremely sturdy and long lasting. And selecting the right kind of glass for the application following manufacturer's recommended installation instructions and cleaning regularly are also key in maximizing the life of glass and mirrors. To ensure the highest quality and long-lasting glass and mirrors, producer of glass products should have 2 core principles. Start with the best quality raw glass and perform quality checks throughout the manufacturing process. Glass and mirrors products achieve high safety ratings by virtue of their composition and their hygienic, non-porous surfaces. The tempering and lamination process create glass components for commercial interiors that are both stylish and safe. If it does break, it will break in small pieces rather than large shards, just like shown in the photograph up. The top photograph is a photo of tempered glass, and the bottom is laminated. And when the laminated glass breaks, as the one in the center has, the inner layer is what holds the glass together to keep it from coming apart. Non-porous glass and mirror products perform well in applications where hygiene is extremely important, such as medical facilities, where they got to be cleaned all the time. The need for hygienic surfaces doesn't diminish the style and creativity for designers. Back-painted glass walls are perfect examples of both form and function for such interiors. Glass can even make such porous, it can go onto porous materials like wood. Imagine a glass panel covering a wood veneer. While a wood veneer on the wall is porous and difficult to clean, the protective glass panel solves that problem. Another option would be to print wood or other pattern that is laminated between the glass to give the appearance of porous material without actually using that material. In other words, laminated glass unlocks just a world of custom designs and hygienic surfaces. I'm going to show you some of these examples later on in the presentation about what I just said, the wood, for example. Now we're going to move on to options for glass and mirror products in commercial interiors. Back-painted glass is a vibrant decorative glass option for decorative wall cladding. Feature walls, marker boards, signage, partitions, elevator cabs, furniture components, countertops, backsplashes, and many other examples or options. Beyond serving as a decorative wall cladding, back-painted glass can also double as a writing surface, increasing the application's possibilities. Back-painted glass can add pop and color and help brighten up interiors that is displayed here in this community kitchen at the Margot Apartments in Frisco, Texas. The most popular finish in the decorative glass industry is the glossy finish. It results in a sharp, shiny look. Leading manufacturers can color match nearly any color, making the color limitless. Pantone, Bishop Moore, Sherwin-Williams, go on and on. Any of those colors can be matched. And of course, in this example is a red back-painted glass at the Automobile Gallery in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The industry standards for back-painted glass are the ASTM C1036, 1048, and 1172. That's for laminated, going backwards, laminated, heat treated, and then the standard flat glass. Now, here's something that, believe it or not, a lot of people don't know is that, or think about, glass marker boards and back painted glass, that's the same product. I've had people come up and say, I know you do back painted glass, but I need marker boards, or vice versa. So it is the same process. Glass marker board is back painted glass, but also often adds a metal backing to make the marker board magnetic. And a back painted glass wall adds multi-purpose functions to a wall, serving not only as a decorative accent, but also a writing surface for meetings and brainstorming. We use glass walls at my facility all the time for meetings, and it's wonderful. There's no shadowing. It cleans easy. So and most glass marker boards, not all, most glass marker boards are warranted for 10 years, making them a premium office furnishing that lasts for years. Glass marker boards do foster an atmosphere of collaboration and provide space for brainstorming, design, drawing, and planning, team goal setting, and visual display of meeting details. Turning raw glass into mirrors will accentuate every wave, bubble, and flaw. The only way to end up with a flawless mirror is to start with the highest quality glass on the market, then manufacture expertly. I mean, you got to have the right people. And what I'm trying to say here is that when you silver, that actually is what goes on a mirror. When I call it, when you silver a piece of glass or turn it into a mirror, it it magnifies any defects. So that's why the glass is so important. It's not like the piece of glass that's sitting in a window that has flaws in it that you don't even see. But you put, you know, you make it a mirror, and you have made it vulnerable to find everything. And then for even more clarity, low iron mirrors are available. These reduce the greenish tint uh, uh, in the substrate, and which makes it even a brighter reflection. What the glass manufacturers do is, that's why it's called low iron. They remove iron as part of the ingredients, as well as tweak some other things. But low iron, the iron is the main ingredient they remove, and that gives it the really clear look. When it comes to decorative glass, back painted glass, for example, if someone wanted a true white wall or board, it is impossible to get that with standard glass because it's going to be a greenish white. You have to start with the low iron. I'm going to call it ultra clear to make uh, white back painted. And then you have tinted mirrors that adds a modern touch and added variety and sophistication to the project. Tinted mirrors are typically the gray, bronze, blue, and black, and they're used in gyms, high-end apartments, resorts, hotels, or really anywhere that an architect or designer is looking to add interest using a different shade of mirror. Antique mirrors. That's a product that has come back over the last 10 years. It gives a touch of, it says, classy elegance to interiors. This is an elevator lobby, or not a lobby. It could be a lobby, but the elevator foyer. So that's the antique mirror, which is like I said, it really is a popular product that has come back. As you can see in this photograph, decorative mirrors offer designers enhanced opportunities for creativity. In this case, the antique mirrors are over wood panels, and you know, it sort of, I guess you would say, suggests a cityscape in the upscale lounge here of this Windsor Preston Apartments. Clear charcoal antique mirrors add to this look as a residence clubhouse. As you can see, the mirrors reflect natural light on the opposite wall and reflect the overhead lighting fixture and the fixtures along the hallway. The mirrors, I guess, become a double brightening impact of the windows and fixtures. Etched mirrors, they add a sort of a modern, soft, matte look to the mirrors. Some describe it as a brush nickel look. Different glass colors can be used to create different shades of etched mirrors to achieve the look and feel desired. Colors commonly available are clear and bronze and gray. And just to be honest with you, this is my favorite product. I think the silvered, the low iron the low iron etched mirror is my favorite product, and it's really beautiful. Tempered glass is a type of safety glass that we talked a little bit about a minute ago. It's processed by controlling thermal treatment to increase strengths compared to standard glass. It's 4 times stronger than standard glass. And what it does, it takes the outer surfaces, it puts the outer surfaces into compression and the interior into tension. Basically, what happens is a piece of glass is heated to 1200 degrees and then cooled quickly and that's what causes the, the the pull and tension of the glass. Timber glass is used for the partition walls, entrance doors, stair railings, facades, shower enclosures, chair mats, reception services, insulated glass units, and basically wherever code calls for it is one of the simplest ways to put it. Here are the industry standards. It's the ANSI Z97.1 and the 16 CFR. I'm not going to read all of this, but one key thing to know is that the glass must be fabricated. The edges finished, holes drilled, notches. Everything has to be done prior to tempering. So you temper it. I mean, you cut it, then you temper it, or fabricate it, then you temper it, and then you coat it, whether it's a mirror or paint or make it into a laminated piece. And it's really an advantage when the company can do everything, all of these steps, instead of someone fabricating it and sending it down the road to a temperer, then bringing it back to have it coated. So it really helps a lot with handling and quality when everything can be done in-house or under one campus. Tempered mirrors are needed in gyms, dance studios, and it says bathrooms, but I want to say it's more commercial bathrooms like your stores, Walmart's, for example, as just one example. Hotels, resorts, retail stores, furniture components that obviously a child or adult could fall into, and then cruise ships. And to make a tempered mirror, that I just said all this. I got ahead of myself, but I just said all this that it has to be fabricated and everything before it is tempered. Sandblasted mirrors with LED backlights can be created. It really is a modern look. To make sandblasted mirrors, a portion of a standard mirror or low iron mirror is taped off, masked off, and sandblasted, creating this border. Lights can come from behind, or it doesn't have to be lights even. It can be just for any type of aesthetic. It really looks good. Now, laminated glass consists of two pieces of glass bonded together with an inner layer using heat and pressure. The glass and inner layers can be supplied in various colors, performance characteristics, and thicknesses to provide the desired appearance and final performance. That's as important. Performance to meet code, to meet different counties, different states have different codes. So obviously, I'm sure you guys check your codes before you know which type of safety glass or what type of laminated inner layer you want, which I'm gonna get into the inner layers in just a minute. The EVA and Century glass are the two most common inner layers. The EVA was originally developed for solar energy industry for its optical clarity, but it has since become the popular go-to traditional laminated glass application. So it's also very well suited for decorative applications where non-glass material is laminated between the glass. It can be, I'll show you some examples shortly. It could be mesh, it could be leaves, it could be grass, it can be fabric, and that interlayer is used for that. And then the Century is more for really high performance security applications. laminated mirrors are essential for environments where human safety is a concern and where it's high probability of strike or impact. And again, if code dictates it. They're suitable for gyms, dance studios, schools, restrooms, anywhere needing extra layer of safety. Went the wrong way. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about the future of high quality glass and mirrors in commercial interiors. And unfortunately, this is our marketing department took a quote from me to a magazine and stuck it on this thing. So it was a little weird reading it, but I did mean what when I said it, and I am glad it's on here. I'm kind of kidding. As architects and designers strive to source sustainable, high quality products that look impressive, they tend to choose glass marker boards over alternatives. There's just nothing quite like the modern, sleek look of glass. Plus the fact that it can double as a partition wall and be produced in any color to match the brand colors for any project that makes it extremely attractive and versatile. And I do mean this, it has been exciting to see how far architects and designers have gone with their creativity with glass. And I'm sure the best is yet to come. I really do see every day new ideas and new requests and uh, from you guys that you really think outside the box and take decorative glass to another level. Seeking out new creative design expressions continue to be a passion for designers. Laminated glass can encapsulate a wide variety of materials to create distinct, one-of-a-kind, ultra custom decorative wall coverings, partitions, and canopies. And here's some examples. The glass laminate, the wood. This is what I was talking about, the top right. That is actually a wood looking laminate in between two pieces of glass. And then the laminated shower door with the gold wire mesh in a hotel bathroom. And then the laminated glass panels, you can see the graphics with the little whale and stuff on it. That's a children's museum. So that's what I meant when I did that quote about watching what you guys come up with is just great. And then here's a blue fabric laminated in glass panels to help define space in a client waiting area. And then the glass does become a decorative feature. And then down below is a gold fabric laminated inside the shower and bath surrounds. So it's creating a space that's safe and looks great. I am going to read this because it kind of concludes everything that I have talked about. And it's, of course, as we've seen, decorative glass and mirrors give designers new strategies for adding sleek sophistication to commercial interiors. The products add excitement and reflect light. Back-painted marker boards are not only durable, but also give collaborative spaces added elegance and versatility. The wide variety of mirrors and tempered and laminated products that we saw are suitable for numerous applications. And in all cases, the product's ability to allow light to flow or it reflect it contributes to occupants' well-being. However, the fabrication process must be meticulous to achieve design success with decorative glass and mirror products. Ideally, a fabricator, I've said this, I'll say it again, ideally, a fabricator should use the highest quality raw glass available and be able to do all fabrication steps in-house, including tempering, painting, antiquing, tinting, silvering, and laminating. When such a company is enlisted, architects and designers can let their creativity soar, selecting and specifying the best products for each project. Thank y'all very much. Now, Bo.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much, John. Looks like we do have a few questions, and just a reminder to anyone who has not asked a question, feel free to use the Q&A to do so. All right, I will start off here with our first one. How is glass antiqued?
Okay, different people do it different ways. I will tell you how Dreamwalls does it. And it's not some big, deep secret that I thought it was before we got into doing it. We do it on our silver line. We do have a silver line that we make mirrors on. And our technical team does some tweaks on in the silver area where we apply the silver. They do some different things, for lack of a better word, with some other tweaks to the line to make it. Or actually, I hate to say it, what we're trying to do is trying to do exactly what we don't like to do, which is ruin a mirror, because that's you have to harm the silver adhesion to make an antique mirror.
All right, great. What about when an architect is specifying glass as a wall finish? Should they be specifying the quality level, Q1 versus Q4 as well?
I have no issue with that because I know all my company uses is Q1. So I'm going to say yes.
All right, great. Can you expand on the edge of glass conditions and how an architect would specify it for glass walls, mirrors, etc.?
For there are there's only two ways of edging a mirror other than just swiping it with a belt, which I'm not counting that. And that is using diamond wheels to put a pencil polish edge on a mirror or piece of glass, or it's called a flat polished edge on a mirror or a piece of glass. For wall applications, it really needs to be flat polished because you're more than likely butting those two pieces of glass together. Plus, flat polish to me looks better, but pencil polish is more for a bathroom vanity mirror that they just free hang on a wall. That's the primary difference. Is the flat polish really needs to be used for butting.
All right, awesome. Cool. It looks like that might wrap up our questions for now, but since we do have a bit of additional time, I'm going to give everyone a few more moments to let us know if they have any questions, as well as respond to that poll that we've got up. And while we hold off for a minute to see if anything else comes in, I would love to quickly share my screen again and show anyone who may have missed it in the initial intro, how to access Dreamwalls on Acelab, and some other tips and tricks about using Acelab for your product research. So one moment here. All right, great. So in case you joined us a little bit later and missed our intro at the beginning, today's webinar was hosted through Acelab. So Acelab provides free tools and resources for architects to discover new building products, connect with manufacturers, and store their product information all in one place. So if you are looking to get some more information about Dreamwalls after today's event, Acelab's a great place to come. You can use this search bar at the top to type in the name of any manufacturer. We also sent over a link directly to this page in the chat, so be sure to grab that and any links you might need from there before we head out for the day. Scrolling down here, you can use this contact button to get in touch directly with John and John's team. You can let them know if you're working on a project or just generally researching, and add any details about your request. After that, you'll get a conversation created for you. You can access those conversations over here on the top right. You'll also get an email about any new messages, so you can respond directly to those emails. You don't need to open Acelab's platform to communicate. Scrolling down here, some other great things you can do are watch some videos, learn some more about the company in general. And then you can also save these to your projects, to your firm library, to a general research folder so that you can keep track of products that you're researching moving forward. I'll open up one of these product pages really quick to show you some of the other information you can get here. So if you're looking to download some BIM files, you can download those through Acelab, can view some more photos of the product in applications. And then scrolling down here, you can also get some additional downloads like cut sheets, care instructions, all of that good stuff. So this is a great place to come to get some more product information, get in touch with John's team, learn some more about Acelab. It does look like we had another question come in around, is the company available in Canada?
Yes, we have. Yes, we actually have a sister company in Toronto. All they do though is silver. They make mirrors. They don't do these other products, but we stock them there. Obviously, that doesn't include custom requests because that is custom, but we can get product to Canada.
Okay, great. Awesome. That's super good to know. Okay, cool. Well, it looks like that might have wrapped up our questions for today. So before we jump out, just want to remind everyone, grab the links from the chat that you might need before we head out for the day. And there will also be a quick post-event survey. So if you've got some questions that come up for you as you're leaving today's event, or you want to drop any feedback about how this webinar was for you, there'll be a quick survey. I think it's just 2 questions. So we'd really appreciate it if you can take some time to fill that out. Let us know how this webinar was for you today, and feel free to ask any follow-up questions on that form as well.
And I'd like to thank everybody from this end as well for joining us today. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, John, for a great presentation. And yeah, thank you everyone in the audience for coming out today. We appreciate it.